In no way do I intend to imply here that Spanish and Portuguese people paint their nails black and listen to Marilyn Manson. Well, maybe some of them do, but that's not what I mean here in this video. Rather, I'm referring to the Visigoths. Now, a bit of historical context is useful here. As the Roman Empire was on its last legs in the 5th century, around 415 AD, Emperor Honorius invited a certain tribe, the Visigoths, to push out some invading tribes in the Iberian Peninsula, known to the Romans as Hispania, of course. Of course, as we know, the Roman Empire ended up falling, and the Visigoths, who had come in ostensibly to push out the Vandals and the Suebi, ended up establishing their own kingdom, hence a few centuries of what we call Visigothic rule in Spain. Well, now, as always happens with invasions and conquests, there's a linguistic remnant of a lot of this. A number of words in modern Spanish and Portuguese, you won't be surprised to find out, have Gothic origins. This is probably the most unexplored contribution to the Spanish and Portuguese languages, but although Gothic words are relatively few, they are some of the most used words in the Spanish language. For example, if I want to keep something, I want to protect something, I might be a guardián. I might guardarlo in Spanish. Of course, that actually comes from Gothic. Perhaps after, as a nice midday snack, you might go out to have tapas in Spanish, also a Gothic word. Once two parties are no longer at war, they seek tregua, a truce of sorts. Another Gothic word. We might talk about how in 2010, Spain ganó el Mundial, won the World Cup. Ganar is another one of these Gothic words. If I have a lot of money, as many of the Spanish players did after that, I might consider myself rico, which of course is another Spanish word that comes from Gothic. Now, what's important to understand here, of course, is that Gothic has completely disappeared, and it has no living remnants. It has no living descendants in modern languages. So this makes this Gothic influence in Spanish and Portuguese extremely important. So next time you hear one of these Gothic words said in Spanish, say que guay, which is also, of course, a Gothic word.